Hello everyone, it is the Badger. Welcome back to another side quest edition, and what better way it is to start with fishing. Yes, NieR's fishing corner. So relaxing. Let's see if we can actually find the fish. Today we're searching for the royal fish, and I believe we have it on our line right now. Yes, using the earthworm on the eastern road gets you the royal fish, it seems. Or at least I goddamn well hope so. Otherwise, that'd probably make me quite angry. And that would actually be a nice segue into the things that I've been thinking about recently. In this NieR discussion edition, or whatever you want to call it. Hello, boar. Hello. No, bad time for boars. Well, I want to talk about anger in the sense that I spent a couple of days feeling quite jealous, angry, etc. Feeling quite pent up and frustrated. And being honest, I don't display negative emotion that well. At least I like to think I don't. Otherwise, I try to, unless I'm trying to intend to make a purpose, but I was thinking, when is it okay to display anger? Because of the ways and social constructs that we have in society today, when is it okay to be angry? Because it's a natural human emotion, one that, in some occasions, is actually quite healthy to display. That's a big fucking fish. But, really, okay, so I've no idea why the fuck that goat's ruining Kaine's shit, and I'm sure she's quite angry about that. But either way, there's some situations where I find that okay, how do I put this? I took a bit of a hit to my ego recently, in the sense that by matters of events, I realised I wasn't as good at something as I believed myself to be. And I didn't mean that in like I'm completely egotistical about it, but it was healthy in the sense that, well, this is so hard to discuss, but I found that the hit made me realise that with that, I haven't hit my limit quite yet. I hit a limit that I was comfortable with and I thought that people could be respectful of, but no, it wasn't good enough. I constantly sit back and believe that enough is enough sometimes, not really realising that I have more potential to explore at this point. Watching Kaine get her shit wrecked at this point is really detracting from the points I'm trying to make, and it's making it rather difficult. But maybe it is okay to be angry sometimes. I don't understand why we should ever think that it's not. Because, well, as long as it's not taken out in a way that is frustrating, well, as long as you're not taking out on other people through physical means of abuse or drug habits or other some such, you can vent it because, oh man, I can't even make a point here. I didn't really come into this very well equipped, did I? But the matter I'm really trying to strike at is that even anger is a form of energy and emotion. And throughout life, I feel like I forget the lessons that I teach myself. No matter what you go through, all emotion is just a form of energy. And no matter what it is, anger, sorrow, despair, happiness, joy, it is all a form of energy and you can do what you wish with it. This is something that I personally believe, and it's very true to myself. Anger is just nothing more than a form of energy, and it's up to us, even in the height of emotion, to choose how to use it. Put it towards art, your passions, your beliefs, your makings. Everything that you do, everything that you say can be fueled by this energy. And even if it's anger, even if it's happiness, despite the you can use it as sort of a propellant, even. Because at the end of the day, emotion is a substance that is all the same, no matter anger or joy. It is an emotion. I'm just completely rambling here, but I'm pretty sure you get the point that I'm trying to make. Anger, it just all comes from the same source. It comes from inside. I just beat on my chest expecting you to really be able to understand what I just fucking did, but otherwise, there is no... Fuck's sake, Kaine, could you please kill that goat? And no matter what... Oh god, I'm being distracted from fishing here, because... Okay, here's a point. Don't fish and talk at the same time, because generally it detracts from both things. But really, don't abuse the habits, well, don't abuse drug habits, don't abuse people. The only thing that you should do is fuel your own emotions, no matter what the time, the place, the being, or whatever. I don't even fucking care what you do with your emotion. We were made for so much more than to just sit around and fucking cry and lick our wounds. We should put it to better use. We should put it in a way that should benefit mankind in a way. Like killing that fucking goat. What the hell was with that? Trying to distract me while I'm trying to make a superior point here? You're getting genocide up in this bitch. And that's my passion. Goat murder. It's a pretty good passion to have. So, speaking of which, we're going to be heading over to Facade for the sake of a side quest, going to the Strange Things store. So I'll just continue my point as we're talking, as we're walking as well. See, I have spent a lot of time thinking about the way that people sit around in their later years. Maybe taking action or doing something constructive with the arts, sciences, and other some such. Maybe it isn't for everyone. Maybe they want to live the casual dream, that is, having a drink, having a family, a very comfortable family-sized SUV, and living a very, very plain and normal existence. Speaking of normal existences, let's have a little monologue from Vice, because I'm pretty sure he has one coming up here.
The scorpions look kind of like shrimp. What if you can eat them?
Indeed you can. Long ago, people operated food stands where they impaled the creatures on skewers and fried them whole.
How the hell do you know that?
Who can say? I do not know. Some portions of the past are inexplicably clear in my memory.
Whatever, Gramps.
What was that hussy?
Yes, what was that hussy? Andrew Hussey? Oh man, every time there's ever something that's MSPA related, I really can't help but make a reference. It's kind of a bad habit if you ask me. But otherwise, yes, that little encounter, I didn't feel like we should miss it, because that just final line out of Vice, I don't think you're ever going to hear that voice actor say a more humorous line, considering that he's War from not God of War, a War from Darksiders. Jesus Christ. Sometimes I get names mixed up, and that's a bad thing. Where was I anyway? Well, it doesn't really matter. We're here at the Strange Things store, or pretty much roundabouts. Hey,
Hi.
can you repair damaged books? This being for the treasure map. Wait. Did I actually find that? Yeah, I found the treasure map last episode, so let's repair that damaged book. Given time and proper materials, yes. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what are the proper materials? I need 3 drops of machine oil. Oh, pardon me. A burp. I need 3 drops of machine oil, 3 eggplants, and 3 goat hides. 3 goat hides can be found along the Eastern Road where we slayed those goats, 3 eggplants can be bought from the grocer or grown in your garden, and the machine parts can be found in the fucking junk heap. I got the materials you requested, although I'm having a hard time figuring out how you're going to use them. One moment, please. You see, the machine oil loosens the grime, while the eggplant absorbs it. I can then use the goat hide to repair the damaged sections. There you are, the book is restored. Hey, that's great. Let's take it back to the client. Cha-ching! And there's one other thing we have to do here. I need a replacement pump for the water fountain. You got anything like that? A pump? No, that's not something that I have. I could probably build one, but I'd need metal and electrical parts. It may be difficult to find them all. What do you need? I need 10 broken motors and 10 severed cables. You should be able to salvage both from robots. In the fucking junk heap. I'm sure glad I spent 7 hours in there getting these fucking parts. Broken motors and severed cables. Yes, very good. Again, this will take a bit, but I will deliver it to the client when I am done. I'll let him know. As you find out, as you go through these quests, he actually starts saying, like, you are becoming my best customer and such, and I thought it was a nice little detail there. Oh yeah, there's actually another quest that we can actually obtain while we're here. It's, right at the other end, so let's go have a nice merry old jog through the old similar city of Facade. I'm actually really disappointed that Facade, in the 5 years that we have, well, known it, technically, it hasn't changed a single fucking bit, not even the people. Everyone has stayed exactly the same and nobody has really died or anything. It's actually kind of strange, but maybe with their rigid rule system, maybe change doesn't come about that often. Excuse me, are you looking for work right now? Maybe. What kind of work? The rules state that we must make a ceremonial mask for our king, and I need help collecting the materials. Sure, why not? I can do that. Thank you. I will need 2 things from you. One is titanium alloy, which can be found in the junk heap. The other is a crystal, which is a special type of ore. I will need 1 of each item. Fantastic. Good thing that diamond can be bought in Facade for actually not that much of a price. Hell, wolf hides actually come for about the same price. No, not food. Ah, fuck, I went to the wrong place. I did this last time in my practice run as well. I'm just full of mistakes this week. And see, crystals. I'll buy a couple of them because I'm pretty sure we'll need them for a weapon at some point. But even though I make my mistakes, I take the regrets that I have and I move on. I do not let them weigh me down. They are a motion to propel, not to hold me in place. Either way, I've got your things. Now I can create the mask. Oh, thank you very much. What manner of ceremony is this mask for? The king shall wear this mask when he is pondering a new rule. That's a pretty specialized mask. Here is your payment, by the way. Cha-ching, 10k. You'd almost think that it'd be made out of driftwood and broken light bulbs, given the nature of this game, but no. Broken light bulbs. Man, I haven't heard anyone make a light bulb reference recently. It's one of those cartoon tropes that we don't actually see too often. It's almost like people have forgotten the old ways of Looney Tunes. It just doesn't really capture the kids' attention anymore. Not enough bright colours. Man, Technicolor isn't enough for them. They just want the explosions, the guns, the actions, the babes. They want to believe that they are... Well, I don't know. Have cartoons really become more mature towards their demographic recently? Who knows? We don't want to go to the Forest of Myth until we actually go there for the story section next episode. We've got everything that we need for the Faded Fountain, and we just need to go back to the bloke in the village. Need to head back with a map, and then we need to go Oh, I know what we can do. Yeah, I know the order we can do these things in. So, I'll see you when we actually get back to the village. That's our next stop. I'll see you there. And so we're back in the village. This old timely village. The pomp is on its way. They'll deliver it once it's ready. Thanks much. Here's a little something just because I care. 20k is a little bit more than caring. Maybe you had a secret gay crush for NieR all this time, and I would too, because as a warrior, a big manly burly warrior, to one another big burly man warrior, I'm pretty sure there's got to be some feelings there, some mutual respect.
Hey.
Oh yeah, and this is for the treasure map quest. Is your husband around? I have something for him. Sorry, he's out shopping for weapons right now. Oh, well, can you give him this book? Fine. If I may, madam, what is about our transaction that has you so dissatisfied? This is another map, isn't it? Don't bother answering, I know it is. And as soon as he sees it, he's going to run out and start treasure hunting. One of these days he's going to be eaten by a shade. I just know it. I understand. It's hard to worry about someone. I don't suppose... Look, is there any way you can find this treasure? If you can track it down and bring it to my husband, that would be enough to satisfy his curiosity. Sounds like a plan to me. But first I gotta figure out where this map leads. This seems like Popola's area of expertise. Perhaps she has some advice for us. Yeah, let's go and talk to her.
You of all people should be aware that meddling in the arguments of a married couple will accomplish nothing.
I have a job, and I'm gonna see it through.
Your sense of duty is positively breathtaking.
I know what it means to care for your family. If you don't show it until they're gone, it's too late.
It is a tremendous burden. But I cannot say that I dislike that way of thinking.
And so we're going to have to go and talk to Popola. Be in mind this will trigger a little bit of a story portion, but nothing that is too critical. We have to if we wish to actually move on with this quest, unfortunately. That's just the way the mechanics roll. NieR isn't perfect, but we love it that way. Hey.
Hey.
Ah, you're back. Have you learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's key? Oh no, that was NieR. Whoops! Have you learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's key? No, sorry. This is really hard. Loyal Cerberus might refer to a dog, but I've never seen anything that would fit the bill. Well, keep trying, Popular. You're kind of my last hope. I'll do what I can. And now we have to leave. Oh, and by the way... I was walking by your house earlier and I noticed you had some mail. You might want to check it out. The fuck you doing near my mail, woman? Oh, thanks. Because that's not creepy at all. Why are you going through my mail? That's kind of weird. And why would she walk past NieR's house? She practically lives in the library. And so we go back in. I've actually noticed, looking at Yona's, diary entries, that... Well, it's kind of strange that they still have a calendar that, well, the normal traditional calendar. It just sort of weirds me out a little bit. How... I guess some things were kept in place during the post-apocalyptic future. It's not very post-apocalyptic-y. You think there'd be no new constructs in place in such a situation. Hey, got a moment? I've got a map that I need your help with. Sure, what kind of map? Here, let me show you. Looks like a map of the Lost Shrine to me. Apparently, this leads to some unidentified object of great importance. It also talks about a hidden room in the Lost Shrine where light doesn't reach. I bet that's where your secret treasure is hiding. A hidden room in the Lost Shrine, huh? Thanks for the help. Oh, not at all. Glad to be of service. Well, it looks like we have 2 quests in the Lost Shrine now, so we may as well go and tackle that while, you know, there's priority. We'll just skip ahead to it, so I'll see you on the other side. Let's go and get that root. Square root, that is. Okay, we're here at the Lost Shrine, and it seems there's a little bit of a sparkly by the root. Huh? Are there shades here? Well, yes, we've had to deal with shades quite often here. And it seems like we've got a big one on our hands. But he's unarmoured, which is fortunate. Oh, Christ. Yeah, he's quite big, though. Okay, let's charge up. And... come on. These spears do not generate fast enough. Ah, damn it. Fuck. Otherwise, yep. Plan as normal. Nothing too special going on here. Smack the shade. Hope he dies before you do. Usual story. Let's just make it nice and easy for us, shall we? Simple machine. Beautiful. Armor break plus 12. Amazeballs. So, that quest is now complete, and now we may move on to go and find the hidden room. And if memory serves, it's actually right at the top of the fucking dungeon. Hip hip hurrah is what I meant to say. So, I'll see you at the top of the Lost Shrine. Okay, never mind. I was completely wrong. It seems like it was actually on the 2nd floor in a room where there is blatantly sunlight penetrating it. Oh well. Pile of junk. Is this the treasure? A pile of junk? It seems that treasure map was a ruse. Now what? His wife isn't gonna like this at all. Oh well, we'll see about that. Until then, onwards back to the village. For this was a complete, massive waste of time. Okay, so it also seems that I forgot to pick up the tree root afterwards. Whoops! Man, I am full of clumsiness this week. That's the last of them. Now let's get a piece of this tree root. Cha-ching! This should be enough root. Let's get it back to that guy and hope he shuts up. Yep. Because that's what NieR does. He does jobs for people that he doesn't even like. He's just that nice of a guy. What you gonna do about it? Absolutely nothing, because NieR does what NieR wants. Oh yeah, that's the way out. Keep forgetting that it's actually higher. There we go, and off we go.
I wonder why the shades are getting so strong. They were never this powerful before.
It seems the shades are continually expanding their forces.
Looks like they'll just keep pushing us humans back, huh?
No, I'll find a way to stop it. I swear.
That's right, NieR, because humans are right. Humans are righteous. They are just and completely redeemable. Shades are not monsters in the slightest, at all. Okay, we're taking a quick stop through the Northern Plains, a little bit of a detour, so we can stop at the, well, what I like to call One Brothers weaponry now. And we need to pick up some toad oil for that weird guy on the ship at Seafront. So let's go and do that, shall we? No doubt it has some weird effect. Like the mandrake leaf. Welcome. How can I help you? I need a vial of toad oil for some medicine. Toad oil? Pulling an all-nighter, eh? Good luck with that, sir. Huh? All that shade slaying must be tough. I bet you use this stuff all the time. I don't like where this is going. Oh, well, better bring this back to the client. Toad oil, fantastic. Who knows what that could be used for, and when would a toad ever be super energetic? I see no trait in a toad that would dignify unending amounts of energy. Well, maybe the merchant can shed a little bit more light on that later. But for now, we're going to take a quick stop to the village, and I'll see you there. So many places to go, so many places to be. It's not easy being NieR. Okay, time to report our findings.
Yeah, I'm kind of busy now.
Oh no, what happened? We followed the map, but all we found was a pile of junk. Sorry. I see. In that case, can I ask you to sell my jade hair ornament and purchase something shiny with the proceeds? Then we can give it to him and pretend that you found it. You sure? This looks pretty valuable. That's because it is. But if it keeps that idiot husband of mine home safe, then it's worth it. Well, should we obey the wife's request and sell her jade hair ornament? I say we keep it. Did you find it? Was there gold or silver or jewel-encrusted scepters with magnificent diamonds on every... It was trash. A large, worthless pile of trash. Oh. Trash, huh? Damn. Well, I'm not gonna give up. I'll find another map and I'll... Perhaps you should stop being such a self-absorbed jackass and instead spare a single thought for the woman you married. Though I cannot imagine why that woman cares very much for your safety. And each time you trudge forth from this house with dreams of avarice spinning round your shockingly insignificant mind, a small piece of her dies. Would you truly put her through such agony? Would you allow the greatest love to suffer so you can scratch at the earth for treasure like some headless barnyard hen? I think that's enough, Vice. Look, your wife is worried, and she wants you to stay home. She even offered to sew her hair ornament so you think I found something. So maybe forget the treasure and start thinking about her, alright? I didn't know! I honestly didn't know! Oh, honey, I'm so sorry! I've been such a fool! It's alright, dear. I'm just glad you understand. I've turned over a new leaf, friend. From now on, my life is devoted to my wife's happiness. Oh, but wait, there's one more thing. Here, this is the first map I ever found. Go ahead, take it. I won't be needing it anymore. A marked map? This map's a lot more cryptic than the last one. Yet I feel confident the junk it will, what? Yet I feel confident the junk it will lead us to is the same. Oh, okay. I couldn't read that sentence correctly for some reason. Come, we have little time to waste with these trifles. Yeah, but don't you want to check it out anyway? Aren't you at the least bit curious? Curiosity about such things is beyond my comprehension. It's called the thrill of the hunt, Vice. Now let's go talk to Popola and see if she can help with the map. Let's go tackle that before we head to Seafront. A few more things and then we'll call it a wrap, shall we? We're digging through these quests pretty fast, aren't we?
Why am I the only one?
Let's go see what she has to say about it.
Man, I'm bushed.
Hey, I've got another map for you. Sure, let me take a look. Here it is. The code on this is pretty tricky, but I think it's a map of the Northern Plains. It mentions something about a place where the Iron Bridge starts, but that's all I can read. Sorry, I can't be more help. No, this is great, Popola. Thanks. So, back off to the Northern Plains we go, and I know exactly where we're heading this time. And I sure do like the treasure that we get. And so we boardrift our way straight to sweet, sweet loot. Believe it or not, it is actually a weapon this time. Right here. The Spear, the Labyrinth's Shout. Wow. It would appear this latest treasure map was the real thing. Yeah, I'd say this is an ample reward. Fantastic, that's one more quest complete. And the Labyrinth's Shout is actually quite a nice looking weapon. Too bad it does fuck all in terms of damage. It looks really nice though. Really does fuck all though, not gonna lie. I'm just gonna stick to the Phoenix Spear, which does 4 times the damage. 4 times the points, in fact. And off we go. To Seafront, my boar. My dear sweet homie boar. And so, back to Seafront. How do we call it a wrap today? Let's give the tree root to this old man.
Hey.
Here's your root, buddy. Oh, how wonderful! This should help with my research. See, research is what a scientist does when... I know what research is. Get to the point. Oh, well, see, fossil records show that, at one point in the distant past, all plant life just up and disappeared from the surface of our planet. But of course, there are plants here now, which means they managed to come back. And I'm trying to figure out how that happened. Interesting. If you could figure that out, it might make growing crops a lot easier. Wow, you're way smarter than I thought, buddy. I didn't expect some big muscle-bound barbarian to know anything about. You know what? I'm gonna shut up now. Here's your payment. Back to work then. Well, that was useful. He might have been a prick, but it was for good cause. Well, not the fact that he was a prick was for good cause. It was just that putting up with him was for good cause. Let's give this man his fish. Here.
Hey.
Well, dip my oar and call me Cecil. Looks like the fisher boy has become a fisherman. But, do you think you could push me off my spot? Come on, let's go! And I'm just using my left hand. I think we've moved beyond fishing at this point. And just like that, part 7 is complete.
Hello.
I got something special for you this time. Go out there and catch me 2 blue marlin. How is that special? Only ever caught one once myself. Bring me those fish, and I'll call you a master fisherman for true. Well, it looks like we're finally ending the chapter of the Grand Old Fisherman. I wonder what that will come to at the close. But we shall see in the near future. There's one more quest we need to complete before we end it. And that's handing the toad oil to that very, very strange mercantile. Is mercantile a word? Merchant man on the ship over here. Here's your toad oil. Great, and here's your fee. Cha-ching! This is the key to my seasickness medicine. I just know it. How's the medicine going? Well, as you know, I was trying to make a seasickness remedy. But it seems I've somehow concocted a potent sleep prevention drug instead. If you took it, it would probably keep you awake for a week. I call it Sleep Begone. Maybe you should just become an apothecary instead. Say, that's not a bad idea. Actually, that's a great idea! From now on, I'm out of the trading business and opening a pharmacy. Well, good luck with that.
That man certainly has a gift for odd medications.
Yeah.
Imagine a drug that lets you forego sleep for an entire week. Care to try it?
I'll pass, thanks.
Unfortunate, but yes. Not sleeping for a week, imagine what that would do to the body. Well, I'll call it quits on this NieR side quest edition, and I'll see you for the Forest of Text. See you then.